Uh, I'm representing Zolo over here. Zolo Scholar is the product, and I would like to take you through the presentation over here. Before that, I would like to ask a simple question. How many of you are proud to be alumni of your college? And the next question followed by that is, do you have any brand champions of your hostels? No? So here, what I would like to highlight is around 60%, more than 60% of the time of the student is spent in hostels in his college life. How do we utilize that in making sure that he has a successful or enriching experience in the college? So let me take you through the presentation for the same. What we do over here is we enrich the campus life of the students and also empower the institutions. We are the biggest and the largest player in the co-living and the student housing company. We have more than 500 properties across 15 cities, and we have more than 50,000 students onboarded with us. We are the most loved by customers. The net promoter score is 42, highest customer satisfaction in the industry. What we do is basically unlock the power of a great campus to deliver an unmatched student living experience, and it provides a great financial outcome for the institutions. How do we do that? Now, hostel operations is something which we specialize in, and then we came up with this unique concept of community engagement, wherein we engage the students in a particular pattern through behavioral gamification using our tech platform, which results in great living experience. How do we also ensure better financial outcomes is through brand consultancy and design consultancy. Let me take you through what we do in these. So we do from, there are different touch points the students would come across once they have taken the admissions. The first stage being from admissions to onboarding. Now the student has taken an admission into the hostel. How do we onboard them? From onboarding to residing. Residing includes your daily ops, that is housekeeping, repair, maintenance, and what is happening inside, during, including the warden system and everything. Stage 3 is residing to active community living. So residing is there. Now how do we utilize or how do we ensure that experiential learning is inculcated in the students while they are staying at the hostel? So the first touch point being admission to onboarding. We will use multiple points from online visibility, communication, parent anxiety management, and onboarding. These are the points which we would be covering. Digital brand consultation, wherein we would be focusing on the website, online reputation, social media content, as well as consolidate brand message and identity of that particular university or the institution. The decision, so basically students after COVID have started, the parents have also started thinking from the angle of safety and security, mostly when it comes to the hostel. So what we do is basically connect and communicate throughout the process of admission and hostel admissions, hostel onboarding. And then from there on, we also ensure that the parent anxiety management is done. We ensure that the anxiety part of the parents is taken care of. From there on, we ensure the room readiness also, room readiness and property readiness is done, so that when the student is onboarded, he is given those standard facilities which has been promised by the institution. How do we do it? On the day of onboarding, we provide property tours which will help navigate the hostel and its facilities, which is a seamless experience. We will provide welcome kits, icebreakers, we will do icebreaker sessions, as well as we take feedbacks from the parents as well as students, which will help us increase the overall experience of the student. So basically the value or the proposition which we want to convey or we want to inculcate in the student is my campus, my hostel, my space. This is, so each university or the institution will have their own ideology which we would want to inculcate, and through different technologies and different behavioral gamification processes which we have determined through our processes, we would be providing the students with different activities to engage them in a way that they also socialize with other students in the campus. What do we do in the design part is we also do a vibe and infra report, whereas it is a checklist basically to understand where we can create hangout zones, which are the dead areas which we can improve on. And then sustainable campus. Like now sustainable campus is where I think majority of our concentration goes in the design part to ensure that there is a seamless movement in the campus, eco-friendly, zero carbon, commuting or transportation points we have in the campus, we build in the campus, so that it's for the institution also it becomes sustainable, and for the student also he is not contributing in a negative way to the environment. So in the onboarding to residing session, what we want to focus on is, from the hostel we want to drop the S. That's, I'm pretty sure everybody would have guessed, we would want to make it a hotel. Now a clean mind starts with a clean room. How would we do that? By housekeeping, bed making, bed tea, bed coffee, deep cleaning whenever required. Reports don't run. So basically what we do is, we are in the current system probably there would be people who would be responsible for certain things, but then we would have to catch hold of them to get the things done. Here everything is digitally, we have the data available through app, as well as the reports are generated on a weekly basis and daily basis. So it's easy to track. The students can raise the tickets of repair and maintenance, preventive maintenance, or generally provide a feedback saying that today there was an event at the hostel which I really liked it. I would like to have something like this on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. This is something which we have already implemented across institutions where we have tied up. Warden development is something we focus on, because the role is not given enough importance in today's date, as warden plays a very important role in developing the student as an experience. He acts as a secondary parent when the student is present at the hostel. So also infrastructural recommendations are provided to ensure that a turnstile or facial recognition systems are put in place, biometrics are put in place, so that the attendance management system is taken care of. Parental reporting is also done. Any medical emergency or any kind of if the student is facing any kind of issue, or the student is not reported back to the hostel, all of this reporting is sent across to the parents. It is all done through the app itself, so there's no manual intervention over here. And attendance reporting, as I told you. Apart from this, gamified engagement, creating a vibrant and responsible community. This is the USP I would like to showcase over here. What we have done is behavioral gamification through ZoloStay. A gamification platform creates a virtuous cycle of student participation. Now, there has been a concept wherein students have been asked to do a certain task, wherein if they have not performed the task, there have been repercussions or probably punishments, or this task is not completed, so you would be graded lower, or something of that sort we have done. But have we thought about driving this behavior through gamification, wherein they are rewarded for each task they complete? And it is all social learning we are talking about, experiential learning we are talking about. So each task, suppose there is an event that is happening and it's an outdoor activity, yoga session that is suppose we are conducting, and we would want a minimum participation. I am pretty sure the decision makers or the chairmans, vice chancellors, everybody would agree that there would be, if at all an event is organized, there would be a participation of 10 to 20%. Even right now you can see over here also, usually the active participation happens at 10 to 20%. Now how do we increase this participation? Is by basically including or putting out this kind of events through behavioral gamification, wherein each student is rewarded with this whenever the task is completed. If at all a yoga program is to be conducted and we would want more than 50-60% of attendance from the hostelites, what we would do is we would also encourage them to participate so that they look at a bigger reward at the end of the course. That's something we focus on. And so the community engagement happens at micro event level or a large scale level as well. Large scale is basically when in collaboration with the college, if there is a cultural event which is happening or anything of that sort, we would like to participate with that. Micro events are organized at a hostel or a block level, wherein it's basically training sessions, yoga sessions, Zumba sessions, or probably just an Antakshari or some kind of a social event wherein the student gets to know each other. That's what is more important in today's time. So what do we do over here in physical sessions is these: emotional, intellectual, spiritual, environmental, social, financial, occupational. These are all the training sessions which we would be including, which we have included in our programs. Student clubs, sports leagues and industry chapters we have inculcated at hostel level. So all of this what you are looking at is at hostel level what we are doing, and that's the reason we have seen the results have been really really great in terms of hostel NPS, as well as increase in occupancy, as well as increase in admissions in the hostel for the next year. So you cannot improve what you do not measure. This is what we believe in. So technology becomes the core of this. We provide operational level, managerial level and executive level data for everybody to access and take decisions on. System level, user level data is also provided so that we understand whether the problem lies at an individual level or at a system level. This is what the report will look like on month-on-month basis. So our success stories are higher profitability and higher admissions driven by greater satisfaction. These are some of the examples where when we entered the college, the hostel strength was 705, that has increased to 1251, and the fees was around 44,000, which has now increased to 71,000. This is without the food which we are talking about. Something similar has happened in NCOI as well, wherein the student capacity was 850. Once they availed our services, they had more admissions, so they had to increase the bed capacity to 1,300, and thereby increasing the hostel fees also to 80,000 from 65,000. It's just the beginning, guys. If you want to, if you have any questions or you would want to interact with us, we are available at the stall just outside. Thank you.